So here's a look at the siding that Steve's installing to make up the surface where we added on to the kitchen and it pushed out onto the porch. So you can see he's got the shingles kind of weaved in there. Still has to go up a little bit higher, but this is the area he's got done so far. So it's looking pretty nice. He also finished up, he put a nice end plate here because we have posts on the porch. So that's the termination point for the siding. And that's going to be where we're going to fasten our windows and screens up against the post that's on this side. And then we're going to take all this plywood. All this plywood's going to come off. It's going to open the porch back up. We have some walls over here to have, so all this plywood and equipment is coming out of here once he's finished. So he just wants to finish up this area here where the house wrap is, so that takes us past the spot where we took out the wall and pushed out onto the porch. Up here on the top is the vent fan that services the oven and the microwave. And this is the garden window. He's got that all trimmed out. You see the trim work going all the way around the periphery of the window. I think we still need to put a little caulking here and there to get that buttoned up. And we'll be good to go. So we're definitely in the home stretch. Just got maybe half the wall to finish. It's kind of rainy out, so I think he's going to take some time off and focus on other things and pick this back up again when the weather's a little bit nicer. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. Steve's about halfway done with the shingling work on the outside of the house. He had to add some extra sheathing to pad out the wall so it would land even with our existing wall in the house. So he added a layer of 1/2-inch plywood over top of the house wrap, and then he got some shingles on there. He's got about halfway done. He's weaved in the ones that he needs to kind of meld in with the rest of the house. It's looking really, really good. He's got the other half of the wall to do. It's kind of a rainy day. I don't know if he'll get over there and finish it. He also started to do the casing around the French door that's facing the outside of the house, you know, towards the porch. He's got that material. He's getting that framed in. He also added a post on the corner that matches the posts that are remaining on the porch that we have our screening adhered to. So he's working on that. He wants to provide a anchor point so we can carry that screening to the edge of the addition that we put on the kitchen. That way it's kind of a seamless look. It looks all the same. We do want to make that area a 3-season porch. It's probably not in the cards for this year because we have to put some, build back up our finances so we have some working capital to buy materials and pay for labor. But he is setting it up so when we're ready to pull the trigger on that, we have all our anchor points ready to go to build out from. So that's encouraging. We still have to level the floor too and do some other things out there. So there's he's setting us up very well for moving forward when that project's ready to kick off. So other than that, nothing else to report. Our Tyler is being pushed out to next week. He had a family matter that demands his attention, and he needs to step up to the plate and take care of things, and that's completely understandable. That works to our advantage. We'll get an extra paycheck in the bank towards the materials and labor that he's going to need to get reimbursed for. So we're happy. We're kind of happy about that. It is pushed out. Gives us a little more room, a little more time to build up our finances. That's always a good thing. So you just kind of roll with the punches on things like that, and it works to our advantage in the end. So that's not a concern. We want to be done, but we also want to be able to pay people when their fees come due. So that's all I got for you today. I'll give you an update. I'm also focusing some of my efforts on getting ready for the Connecticut River Raft Race. The 50th annual event is this Saturday. I already pulled the raft down to the end of the driveway. I have some prep work I need to do, some equipment to load up. There's logistics and supplies and this, that, and the other thing. So I got to spend some time getting that all together. We're launching Friday afternoon. The race is this Saturday. So I want to make sure that I'm not anxious about that and I have all my prep work under my belt. I'm good to go on that event. So that'll be a well-deserved little time off from the project to reset and have a little goofy fun out on the water with all our other rafting friends. So that's where I'll be. So we'll pick it up again next week. We'll keep you informed on the tiling and the rest of the shingle work that Steve's working on, and we'll pretty much be done after that. Okay, that's all I got for you. Have a great weekend. If you want, come down to the raft race. It ends at Birdon Marina at 37 Riverview Street, Portland, Connecticut. We have the band down there. You can bring lounge chairs, snacks, beverages, whatever you want. Bring your kids. It's a shady spot, and it's a good place to be on the weekend where you can enjoy the river and the camaraderie of the raft race. So we would encourage you guys to come join us. There's no entry fee for that. You can just be a participant as a spectator. We have swag available. We have koozies, t-shirts, temporary tattoos, things like that. So if you want to support us, buy some swag, and all our extra proceeds goes to charity. That's our main charter. Here's the headway on the siding for the house. Steve's got quite a bit more of it done. He's all the way up to the very top. You just got to weave in and mesh the last couple of layers and get it mingled with that bottom course there that looks like it's kind of shallow. So that's he's got kind of some test boards in there. He's gonna figure that out. Right now he's got contractors at his house replacing his roof, so he's not going to get it to anything today. But he's going to pick back up where he left off as soon as that's done. You can take a little walk over here just to see even the carpenter needs help with some of his own big projects. So this is Steve's house right next door. You can see they've got looks like they got the house wrap and the ice guard on the bottom. It's got the flashing up. They're bringing up all the shingles now, and they're going to get going on that. So Steve's hanging over there as he should, and then I'm going to go back to what I'm doing over here. So here's what I'm working on here. I got a checklist I'm going to go through. That's right here. So I have all the stuff done for getting the trailer all lined up. This is all the tire stuff and stuff that I need to support the trailer if I got to change a tire. And on the next page over here, we have registration documents that I have to carry on board for obvious reasons. Here's all the equipment we have to bring for, like, the motor, first aid kit, food storage, blah blah blah, all this stuff here. And this is the mandatory Coast Guard boating equipment has to be on board, and this is miscellaneous stuff. So I just go through the checklist, this way I know I didn't forget anything, and we get everything loaded up in these boxes right here. I'm going to open these up, clean them out, and reorganize them. I'm going to get the outhouse all assembled. I have a porta potty downstairs. I got to bring it up. I have some of the sanitary water and some TP and hand wipes and stuff. I have to get that all set up. So I'm going to set everything up tonight, and then tomorrow will be a breeze, and we'll get this thing launched. I got a little checklist. This makes it easy to make sure I don't forget anything. And I just did the inspection underneath. I greased up the bearing buddies on the trailer. Made sure the hull has no issues. I pulled the straps out. We had them wrapped around the frame. These go up around the deck and lock it down. So that's that. I already tested all the lights and the outboard. So all the really big hitters are done already. When we travel, we take the canopy down. We take the canvas off, and the bows come down. We store them on deck so we're not so tall when we're driving down the road. And then we put them back up when we get down to the marina. So we're in the home stretch for the raft race prep. This is the 50th annual event, so this is a biggie. So I want to make sure everything goes off smoothly. So one of the more important things to do is have prep work done for items that we hopefully will never need. That's like the hydraulic jack, the jack stands, air compressor, lug wrenches, things like that. So if we have a on-the-road failure, we can recover. So that includes me going through the back of the van and making sure I have all the tools, the necessary equipment at the ready, just in case. So we got hit by a pretty severe rainstorm in the afternoon, so I had to give this a kibosh. I was able to pull all the stuff out of the cellar I needed to put on board. So here's what the boxes look. I just opened them up, got them all vacuumed. So this is all the anchors and our deck ropes and our tow ropes and such. Over here are the fenders that we put on the side of the raft so when we're towing people we don't smash together. This one's empty. This is going to go with, we're going to put our porta potty equipment in here, our life jackets, things like that. We have our horns and our paddles. Right here, this is the outhouse. So there's a platform there where we put the commode, and on this little shelf here we put our toilet paper and our hand sanitizer. This is a weighted door with fishing weights so you can get in and out, and it just holds the door shut. Here's the toolbox for the tune-up tools for the outboard that has shear pins and cotter pins and spark plugs and that kind of thing in there. This here is our spot where we keep some of the stuff we want to get at pretty handily. In here we have, like, inside of there we'll keep like snacks and, you know, good bungees and nets, you know, bug spray, bungees and bungee balls, things like that. These receivers here, we got a griddle that goes on top of there. This pipe here just gets plugged into that, and that goes in there like this. And that locks the drawers closed so when we tow, the drawers don't slide open. I got the ratchet straps on the deck. I got one in the back of the raft, one in the front over there by that tool kit. We have another one that goes in the middle that holds the boxes down, holds the lids down as we tow. Prior to towing in the morning, I'll take the canopy and the tarp off and this cross brace and these bows, and we'll store them right here on the deck so we got less height when we're towing. Got to secure the gangplank here. That's so if we run aground and we want to go to the, you know, the shore, we take this plank out and just lay it from the deck down to shore, so it makes it easy to get on off the boat. Got two spares right there for the trailer tire. These are the tarps to cover up the boxes when it's raining out. That tarp there is for the drawers over there, and there's another tarp here for this box. So we got it pretty well set up. I'm going through the checklist now. I got about an hour and a half before I'm going to take a dinner break with Jane. We're going to go down to the town green and see a band. And there's a Seville guy who does hot dogs is going to be there. There's hot dog carts. We're going to take a little break. Here's the stuff for the porta potty. This is the porta potty thingy jobber, and inside of there is toilet paper, hand sanitizer, the chemicals that go inside of there. We got a little bucket for garbage, and we've got a little ladder to get up and down on the deck. So I'm going through the last minute checklist items before we take a break. I just had to check my registration number for the trailer. I got the registration for the trailer, but I found out the van I didn't have an up-to-date insurance card, so I just dug that out of the cellar and took care of that. So now we're legit, because this whole setup with the van and the trailer, this really sticks out. And if I was going to get pulled over by the cops, I want to make sure I have all my legal documents in order so I don't have any trouble. And we also got this registered. I got that on board as well, so if the DEP stops us, we have registration, safe boating certificate, fishing licenses, life jackets, throwable life-saving device, and a sound-producing horn, and a throwable PFD, and a distress signal. We got all that stuff that we're supposed to have. So we're pretty much all set up here. Just got to get everything stashed in there. I got to put the life jackets in them boxes and cover that all up. And then I got to pack inside of the van the scoreboard, the banners, and some tents for the party at the end of the finish line. I got a finish line thing in there too I got to load up. So the stuff that has to go in the van as well, that stays in the van. Most everything that goes on the trailer stays on there through the event. And we also got a cooler full of water and food we got to put on last minute. So we're doing pretty good here. Almost ready to go. Tomorrow we're going to tow this around noontime and get it launched. So I want to make sure I get everything done tonight, so tomorrow's real easy.